Parmesan cheese on our greased sheet pan. We're just spreading it from edge to edge. All right, and we just cut up 2 onions and we placed it right on top of our Parmesan cheese. We're gonna quickly season this with our garlic pepper seasoning, but you can season this however you like. I just think garlic and pepper go great with onions and with Parmesan cheese. And just make sure each onion gets a decent amount of seasoning so that it has lots of flavor. Perfect. And I am gonna add a little bit of sea salt, and we're just gonna freshly grate it right on top of our onions. But if you're worried about the sodium, you can skip it. You could add some onion powder to this, some paprika, whatever you like, but I think I'm gonna keep it with just those 2 things. And if you thought that was enough cheese, you were severely wrong. We have our Swiss cheese slices. I think Swiss Parmesan and onions are a great combination, and we're gonna place about 1 slice of cheese per onion. Now, you could mix up the cheeses however you like, but I really think that these cheeses are gonna bring a beautiful palette to these onions, so that's why I chose them, and we are gonna make sure we get a cheese slice on each of them, which is why I bought the big, large value Swiss cheese, so keep that in mind if you are recreating this to get the big package of Swiss cheese. Beautiful. All right, and we are gonna top this entire sheet pan with our puff pastry. I got this on clearance, which made me super happy. And we are going to roll this out. This is gonna be a beautiful, fresh appetizer kind of starter that everyone will love. I love making this for a dinner party or for a holiday. It'd be great for Easter. And we're just rolling this out all the way. And we're gonna go ahead and cover up our cheeses and our onions. Ooh, and it's okay if it doesn't go from edge to edge. As long as it's centered onto our sheet pan, that should be good enough. And let's go ahead and tuck in those Swiss cheeses so we don't create a mess in the oven. But the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna grab a fork and we are gonna create little holes in our puff pastry. This ensures that we don't just get one huge bubble in our puff pastry that's like kind of awkward and not really appealing. This is gonna just be more of a flaky topping for those onions and those cheeses. Oh my goodness, I am so excited to get this in the oven. We're gonna do one more thing before we get this going, and that is an egg wash. So I'm gonna go ahead and stab my yolk and get that nice and mixed in with the egg whites. Now you can do a butter wash if you prefer, but I love the egg wash because I feel like that's what makes the puff pastry the flakiest, and we are just brushing that right on top of our puff pastry, just like so. Ooh, I am so excited. As an onion lover, this is the best appetizer. And I'm gonna be honest, if you don't like onion, which I know some people don't, you could switch out the onions for a slice of tomato and it would be just as yummy. Everything's yummy when you add that much cheese to the recipe. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off brushing our puff pastry so we can get this cooking. All right, and I think this is ready. I have my oven set to 400, and this is gonna be in there for 25 to 30 minutes. All right, that was my 4 cheese shredded and my asparagus on my greased sheet pan. Now I'm coming in with my real bacon bits, and we are just going to sprinkle that right on top of our asparagus for this super easy and delicious appetizer side dish. I absolutely love making this for a party because it is a crowd pleaser. Now you can cook your own bacon, but I love these bits. Now we are going to season this up a little bit. We have some garlic powder, and we're going to make sure to sprinkle that all over our asparagus so that our asparagus has lots of flavor. Yummy. Next, I'm coming in with some onion powder, but you can season this however you like. However you season your asparagus, just use that. I'm not going to use any salt because that cheese has plenty of salt in it, but I am going to use some black pepper, and we're going to grind our black pepper all onto our greased sheet pan for this easy appetizer. Ooh, I'm so excited. The bacon and the cheese already smell so good, and then that garlic powder with the onion powder. Ooh, this is gonna be fancy and delicious. And if that wasn't enough cheese, I have some cheddar and Gruyere cheese slices, and we're gonna pull those out, and we are going to cover our sheet pan with our cheese slices. So we have a couple different cheeses here. That 4 cheese shredded was Asiago, provolone, parmesan, and fontina, and now we're adding our Gruyere and white cheddar. I mean, name another cheese. I dare ya. Maybe mozzarella. But we're gonna go ahead and get all of our cheese slices on here so that this will be completely covered in our cheddar and Gruyere. All right, we're placing our last cheese slice right there. All right, now I'm coming in with my puff pastry, and this is the just roll, so it is ready to go. And we're gonna unravel this so we can cover our sheet pan with our puff pastry. All right, and then we're gonna just flip that over. Perfect. Pull back that parchment paper because we don't need it. And voila. Let's go ahead and try to get this a little stretched out so it can cover more of our cheese. Now that we got that in place, I'm gonna come in with a fork and we are gonna poke some air holes in here so that we don't get a big dome of puff pastry when we put this in the oven. So we're just gonna quickly poke this super fast. Ooh, I'm excited. All right, now I'm gonna come in with 1 egg because we are gonna do an egg wash on our puff pastry. I love doing either an egg wash or a butter wash on my puff pastry because that's what helps it get nice and brown and golden. So we're gonna quickly scramble that egg and brush it right on top of our puff pastry. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. This is one of those recipes that I've made a couple times and everyone just raves about it and they ask me to make it every time they come over. So of course we have, some friends coming over today and this is gonna really wow them. They haven't tried it yet, but they are going to absolutely love it. Who doesn't love asparagus, cheese, bacon, and puff pastry? All right, let's get this all egg washed. All right. Got that last corner nice and covered. And now this is ready for the oven. My oven is set to 375 and this is gonna be in there for about 30 minutes. That was our Parmesan cheese and our tomato slices on our greased sheet pan. Now I'm coming in with my pesto, and this is some basil pesto. We're gonna crack that open. And I have my spoon here, and we're gonna go ahead and kind of spoon some of our pesto right on top of our tomatoes. I absolutely love pesto, tomatoes, and cheese together, and this is no exception. This is gonna be a delicious appetizer that everyone will love. If you like cheesy vegetable freshness, then you're gonna love this dish. And I did let my tomatoes dry on some paper towels before we started this dish, so keep that in mind. We don't want too much moisture in our tomatoes. And I think I'm gonna use almost this whole jar of pesto. Oh, it smells so good. You could also do a homemade pesto if you prefer, but I love this stuff and it's one of the cheaper pestos, which is why I picked it. Okay, now that we have that there, all right, I'm gonna grab my big spatula and kind of just spread it around town. I know that sounds funny, but that's exactly what we're doing. We're gonna try to get a little bit of pesto on each of our tomato slices. It's okay if it's not evenly distributed. We're doing the best we can. That's all we can ask out of ourselves on this beautiful spring day, but I think that looks really great. What do you think?
Oh my gosh, so colorful.
Yeah, you know it. The more color, the better it is. Okay, now I'm coming in with my mozzarella slices, the cheese that goes great with pesto and tomatoes, and we're gonna go ahead and add our slices right on top of those tomatoes. And you guys are probably asking yourself, more cheese, Justine? Are you crazy? And the answer is yes, I am crazy. If you follow me, you know cheese is one of my favorite foods in the whole world. So this is gonna be one of my favorite appetizers. We're gonna quickly get our mozzarella slices on here, and you can swap out any of these cheeses if you prefer, but I love these ones, and you can even swap out the veggie. I've done this with onions, I've done this with asparagus, and now it is tomato time because tomatoes are in season. All right, it's puff pastry time, and I have my favorite just roll puff pastry. It doesn't need to be thawed. It is ready to be rolled out. So we're gonna start by unrolling this super fast. All right, now that that's unrolled, we're gonna go ahead and place it on top of our cheese, our tomatoes, our pesto, just like so. Go ahead and peel off that parchment paper, and we can kind of stretch out our puff pastry so that it gets a little bit more to the edge, but it doesn't need to be fully covering everything, because sometimes those little edge bits are the best part when they have hanging off cheese and vegetables, but that looks so good. All right, and any good puff pastry needs an egg wash, so we're gonna go ahead and crack our egg, just like so, and then we're gonna scramble our egg super fast, and this egg wash is just gonna make our top of our puff pastry nice and golden brown, just like how you want it. So we're gonna brush that puff pastry just like so. It's gonna be so beautiful for this easy appetizer, and we're just doing that super fast to make sure that this can pop in the oven in seconds. And then I do actually have one more thing I need to do, and I just remembered right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab a fork. All right, I have my fork, and we are just gonna put some holes into our puff pastry to ensure that this doesn't become one big dome on top of our tomatoes, but it's super fast, and now it's ready for the oven. My oven is set to 375, and this is gonna be in here for 20 to 25 minutes. Oh my, look at that perfectly browned puff pastry, and we have that crispy cheese on the edge. All right, so we are gonna flip this. So I have my large and in charge cutting board to help me out with this. And we're just gonna go ahead and do our best. That's what I always try. Ooh, all right. Perfect, and we did grease our sheet pan, but we're gonna let that sit so that it can fall into place. All right, we could tell it fully dropped. Let's check it out. Oh my! Not only does it smell amazing, it looks amazing. Ooh, you could tell the onions are fully cooked because they're transparent. Now you could just eat it like this, but we're gonna make it a little bit more fancy with our balsamic glaze. You can put this on the side if you don't like it, but trust me, this is really gonna bring all of those flavors together. Puff pastry, cheese, onions. I mean, doesn't get any better than that. Okay, it is time to cut a piece. All right, and one piece is one onion. Whoa, that crispy edge is my favorite. I am so excited. That looks perfect. Okay, ooh, I'm so excited. Look at that beauty.
Is it good?
That is so good. Wow, you're absolutely gonna love this. Oh my, this smells absolutely incredible. As you can see, my oven is a little uneven, but we are going to flip this. I have my cutting board here, and we're going to put that right over our sheet pan. Whew. Gotta have some muscle for that.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then, oh, it's definitely released. Grab our edges.
Whoa.
Oh my, are you kidding me? That looks so good. Woo-hoo. And if you didn't already see this on the sideline, we are adding some balsamic glaze. This is optional, but I think this is what ties everything together. So let's do a light little drizzle onto our asparagus side dish appetizer puff pastry deliciousness. All right, it is time to cut a piece of our puff pastry. Don't forget we have that bacon in there. I love the crispy parts. All right, look at that. She is gorgeous. The asparagus is perfectly cooked. The puff pastry is perfectly crispy. The cheese is cheesing. I'm so excited.
Is it good?
Oh my goodness. Oh my, this smells absolutely insane. I am so excited. We are going to flip this over. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Okay, we lost a few tomatoes, but that's not a problem. That looks so good. I think I used too much pesto, which is where I went wrong with this, but this is gonna be good. I have some balsamic glaze that we're just gonna drizzle on top of this real quick. So if you guys recreate this, just use half the amount of pesto to ensure it's not too wet of a sheet pan. But now it is time to give this a try. I'm gonna go for this little tomato right here.
It looks so good.
It smells so good. Oh yeah, look at that beauty. Whew. The best part of doing it upside down is that puff pastry didn't absorb all of that moisture from the pesto, only those beautiful tomatoes. I cannot wait to give this a try.
Is it good?
This is really good.